What if the GOAT Tom Brady played in today's college football landscape? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are putting Tom Brady back on the Michigan Wolverines roster as their #1 quarterback. 6'4", 225, number 10 back in the lineup for the Wolverines, looking to lead them to Heisman championships and Big Ten championships, along with probably a couple national football championships. And again, as you take a look here at the stats for Tom Brady in his college football career from 96 to 1999, it was kind of, generic. It wasn't anything that really stood out. He didn't have tremendous numbers. He actually came in as a backup for his first couple seasons and then got the starting role. But can he rebuild his college career here in this what if scenario? Let's jump straight in. As we begin this career resim for Tom Brady here at Michigan, we have a couple milestones that he has to set out and accomplish before he sets up and graduates and goes to the NFL draft. Of course, we want him to win multiple Big Ten championships, has to win a Heisman Award as well, and he has to take home and take Michigan to a national championship and win the big one. The national championship has to come back to Michigan and the Wolverines. Here he is, Tom Brady's first snap against Notre Dame. We were 1-0 to get this season started, taking on Notre Dame. And ladies and gentlemen, first pass up the middle, we find Bell, a huge gainer to Ronnie Bell for 32. Now, of course, Tom Brady in his career, he's not going to be a mobile quarterback as he finds Eric All. He takes it all for a touchdown, 12 yards out. Brady's first passing touchdown here at home against Notre Dame. So the career for Brady's already off to a hot start. Right here, we have a 3rd and 3, and Wilson catches off the drag route on mesh, takes it down inside the 5 at the 2. So after that completion, the first down and goal. And of course, we're going to go to the end zone as we find our tight end there, Seltzer, for the touchdown, 2 yards out. Trying to get another touchdown here on this drive. And right there, a beautiful pass low to Roman Wilson puts the Michigan Wolverines up 27-7 here over the Fighting Irish. And Brady and the Wolverines will pull out the win here at home against a rival here in Notre Dame. A big win. Brady with a huge performance, off to a tremendous start here in his re-sim in his career at his freshman season here at Michigan. So through his first 2 games in his freshman year, he's off to a tremendous start, throwing for 645 yards, 5 touchdowns overall, and no interceptions. Let's sim through the rest of his freshman season and see if we made it to the Big Ten championship. And through the first season for Tom Brady as a freshman, Michigan finishes 10-2, 7-2 in the Big Ten, following just behind Ohio State, the rival Buckeyes. Taking a look at the season schedule for Michigan and Brady's squad here, they had a great start to the season, winning their first big matchups, but then they dropped a game to Michigan State, an 8-4 team, and then the last game of the season against Ohio State in the big game. 2 tough losses against 2 big rivals. And after the freshman year, the Heisman goes to Kenny McIntosh of Georgia. As you see, Tom Brady and no quarterbacks are in the top 5 in the final voting for the Heisman. And to cap off the regular season for the freshman year for the GOAT Tom Brady, we'll be heading to the Cotton Bowl as the #8 team in the nation, taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And before we kick off that bowl matchup, we're looking here at the season stats for Tom Brady through most of the freshman year. You see pretty solid numbers. He threw for 3,200 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions with a 65.5% completion rate. It's a pretty solid season for the freshman Brady. Let's see what he did on the ground, where he, of course, that's not the majority of his game. But overall, the passing numbers were there. A tremendous freshman year for Tom Brady. Can we cap it off with a Cotton Bowl victory? So here we are from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is time for the Cotton Bowl. We have Michigan taking on Kansas State. Can Tom Brady win his first big New Year's 6 bowl game? So we're scoreless here in the first quarter. 2nd down and goal for Brady and the Wolverines. Trying to get in the end zone early on here. We find Corum out of the backfield for a 5-yard reception and a touchdown for Michigan. And with that touchdown, Tom Brady's just passed the school record for passing yards in a season with now over 3,300 yards passing. Brady already in the record books. So we're picking up in the second half, and Brady and Michigan are trailing by 2 scores. It's a 21-7 game, 2nd and 7, though, as Brady trying to get in the end zone finds Edwards, and he takes it into the end zone. Donovan Edwards, a beautiful pass and catch. It's now a 1-score game. So 4th quarter getting started, here we go. And we have a beautiful pass. It's a catch. It's Andrell Anthony from 14 yards out. Brady's 3rd touchdown of the day, and we're tied up here in the 4th. So 1st and 10, 2:20 remaining in this one here, and a pass up the middle of the sideline. It is a beautiful catch by Roman Wilson, 19 and a 1st and goal for Michigan. So inside 2 minutes remaining in this game, we need a big score, and there he is. It's Anthony with another score. Brady 6 for 6 on the drive with a touchdown to give the Wolverines the lead. And after that touchdown, Brady leads Michigan to a Cotton Bowl victory here in a New Year's Six bowl game. A tremendous freshman year capped off by a big win on a big stage. Let's see if we can carry this momentum into a sophomore season. So as we begin the sophomore year for Brady and his career here at Michigan, you see he's already broken 2 school records with passing touchdowns in a season with 34 and passing yards in a season now with 3,613. He's got these other records in his sight with Chad Henne and Jake Rudock and Devin Gardner. Can Brady continue to elevate his game in this sophomore year? Taking a look at the preseason polls as we get ready to get the sim started. You see Ohio State, our arch rivals, are on top of the landscape at number 1, but Michigan not that far behind at number 4 in the preseason polls. So taking a look at the Heisman board as we get the season started, and Tom Brady's name nowhere to be seen, but he's here to make sure to prove all the doubters wrong, to take home a Heisman here in his role at Michigan, potentially lead his team to a Big Ten championship in season 2. As we get ready to conclude the regular season with the big game in rivalry week, you see here Michigan is 10-1, 8-0 in the conference, and number 1 in the landscape in college football, with Ohio State, the team we're about to take on, right behind us at number 3. It will be winner take all in this matchup as we get ready for this big matchup. And in the Heisman race right now, Tom Brady's name is not mentioned, but our junior halfback, Donovan Edwards, is on top of the country as the number 1 candidate to take home the Heisman this year. So Tom Brady right now, you're looking at the stats. He's thrown for over 3,100 yards passing with 30 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. Completion rate right there where it's on par with last year was 66.4% completion rate. Overall, a solid season through and through. Let's see if we can continue it and win the big game here against the Buckeyes. Pick up in the second quarter, still a scoreless game. The defense is playing outstanding football in this one so far. And in the corner end zone, there is Colston Loveland, a tight end with a 9-yard reception. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. 7-0 your score as Brady and this offense still trying to click and get one more. As Henning with a nice catch, splits through the defenders, makes it a 1st and goal. So we're picking up here in the second half. We put that one in the end zone with Edwards, our halfback. We're up 14-7 as CJ Stroud has led his team down the field with some success, but a pass here sails on Brady and it's intercepted. And this was a wild one there. I don't know how that ball was so far out wide, and it's going to be taken back for 6. So picking up here in the fourth quarter, both quarterbacks struggling today with their inaccuracies. I don't know how I had that ball sail, to be honest, as much as it did. But right here we find Henning. He picks up a big gain, breaks through 2, and gets 7. We're going to go to the Brady special. The QB sneak up the gut, and Brady powers his way through a touchdown for the Wolverines to give us the lead. But unfortunately, CJ Stroud led Ohio State to 14 unanswered, and we have got to try to get a big one downfield here. We're looking deep, trying to get something, and it would be pulled in, and Henning drops it. It was a chance. It was a chance at something, but unfortunately, we fall short here with Brady. In the big one, the number 1 team loses. And because of that loss, Ohio State, with their 1 conference loss, has the tiebreak ahead of us. So again, for a second straight year, we will be missing out on a Big Ten championship matchup. And after that loss, we've dropped to number 7 in the nation as we get ready for another New Year's Six bowl game against Oklahoma. The Sooners at number 6. It is time for the All-State Sugar Bowl. And meanwhile, our rival Ohio State, because of the win, and they won the conference championship as well, they will be taking on Alabama in the national championship. And Corum is back from injury in the backfield for us. He's been out all season long, but we are trailing here 7-0. Looking over the middle, we find our target right there, Clemens, as he dives through and gets down to the 1. And with that pass, Tom Brady just broke his own record for passing yards in a season, continuing his tremendous play here for Michigan. We would then power that one to the end zone on the ground, so now we're tied. We were tied, now trailing by 7 because of another defensive blunder, but Loveland diving in, gets down to the 1, 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Unfortunately, we would miss the field goal with the sim, so now we get the ball back with an opportunity to tie this one up before the half. Is Brady looking out? He finds a target. It's Walker. He dives into the end zone. It's a beautiful 13-yard score to tie this one before the half. And the Sooner defense has been outstanding today, forcing now a 3rd down and 10. And we're going on the slant to Dixon, Christian Dixon, 11 yards. And we tie this one up here with 3 minutes remaining. And with 1 minute remaining, we trail by 3. Our defense allows the field goal, and now we need a big play here on 3rd down and long. And we have a wide open target downfield as Loveland, and he does not come away with it. I should have thrown to another number. So here we go, 4th and 8, game of the balance. They got a field goal on the possession prior, and now we need a big play here from Edwards. He converts, a huge play. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock, a 28-yard conversion on 4th down. Brady somehow completes that pass, and not a mobile quarterback in the slightest, able to somehow get that going, and we complete now to Tucker. Tucker gets a block downfield. He has green turf in front, end zone. It's a touchdown for Darnell Tucker to give us the lead here late in the Sugar Bowl. So now it falls all on the Michigan defense that at times has been spotty, but we got to stop the Sooners here as Brady watches from alongside the sideline. Here it is, the last chance play. It's fumbled, picked up by the defensive lineman, and Michigan will survive. A huge win for Brady, Harbaugh, and this Michigan Wolverines squad. A massive victory for yet again another New Year's Six Bowl win. Can we continue to carry this momentum into the next season? And can we finally get over Ohio State and make it to a Big Ten championship? We're here for Brady's junior season at Michigan. You see we're coming into the preseason polls at number 4 in the nation, trailing behind Ohio State, our arch rival, Oregon, and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. For the junior year, Brady still nowhere to be seen for the Heisman race. The only quarterback on this one is, of course, the senior star Caleb Williams for USC. Coming into this junior year, this is a year where Brady has a great chance to break some of the career records set by Chad Henne from the great 04 to 07 era for Michigan. Can we have a tremendous junior year, and can we get one back against the Buckeyes of Ohio State in the big game? As we get ready for the big game, our junior year, it is a battle of the unbeatens. Ohio State number 3 in the nation, and Michigan right now at number 2 in the nation. Both teams 11-0, 8-0 in conference. This matchup will be for who takes the conference in the East and who will also likely be the number 1 team in the country. Tom Brady coming into this big matchup is kind of falling off a little bit in terms of his overall stats and production, likely because if you see here, he likely missed a little bit of time with injuries as J.J. McCarthy had 73 attempts on the year this year. So Brady missed maybe a little bit of time, has thrown for over 2,500 yards passing, 30 touchdowns still, and only 6 interceptions. Getting ready to now take down the arch rival, Ohio State. So it's time for the big game. It's rivalry week once again. Last 2 years, it has been Ohio State who has taken the victory, but this year is feeling just a bit different. It's time. Michigan, Ohio State, winner take all for the conference and the number 1 team in the country potentially. And on the opening possession, Ohio State, Stroud and Henderson take it down the field. They get a touchdown to give them the lead. But here comes Brady looking deep. He throws, and it's an interception picked off by the Ohio State secondary. A beautiful play. So here we are, trailing by 10 in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left. Brady's got to get his team in the end zone here. We find our target, Dixon, for a score to make it a 3-point deficit. But unfortunately, it's too little too late. Again, we fall short at the hands of C.J. Stroud and this Ohio State offense. Our offense couldn't do anything all game long. It was a battle of the defenses, and when it came down to it, as you could take a look here at these stats, we had 3 turnovers to their 2. That was the big difference, as Brady, again, cannot get over the hump that is Ohio State. Following the junior year, getting ready for the bowl game, Travion Henderson, you see for Ohio State, takes home the Heisman as Ohio State wins the Big 12. They'll now be in the national championship as we get ready for the Rose Bowl against number 3 Oregon. So it's 3 straight years where we have fallen short in the conference against Ohio State, but 3 straight years still in a New Year's Six bowl game for our Michigan Wolverines. Tom Brady has had a great career so far, but has not been able to win the big game against Ohio State. But can he win yet another big New Year's Six bowl game, this time to take home the Rose Bowl? So in the opening drive here for Michigan, Brady is looking to put this team on the board as we go 4th and goal. He dives into the end zone and gets through for a 1-yard score. We would have to settle on that possession for a field goal, but Oregon came down the field to start the second half. They get another touchdown. We're trailing by 13. We need a huge play here. It's converted out to Walker for a 1st down and goal. Brady right now, this has been a kind of an up and down game for him. He's had some good moments out there, but overall, he's left a lot out on the table. But right now, taking off as he gets in the end zone, the unbelievable pass right there by Brady. He scrambles out, gets in, another rushing touchdown. And out of field goal position right here, Brady with the clutch moment of the game. It's a 4th and 6. A conversion is a must. And on the slant, we find Baldwin for a huge gain of 13. Brady now facing a 3rd down and goal. This is where he flourishes in these moments to come up with these big plays, and he throws underneath, but it's picked by Bridges, a pass that sails on Brady, a turnover. And Oregon just continues to power the ball downfield. They get a touchdown to give them a 10-point lead here late, and we're going to try to get in the end zone, but we unfortunately will fall short here against the Oregon Ducks. Brady, his junior year, collapses, and Oregon takes home the Rose Bowl. Brady said he will be back for his junior season, or senior season, after this junior collapse, after 2 back-to-back tough losses here, where the defense and the offense just not clicking, Brady not playing his best, some poor decisions from user play, and Oregon takes home the Rose Bowl and our first ever bowl loss of Brady's career. Terrible finish. Brady does finish his junior year now taking the new record for the most passing yards in a career for the Michigan Wolverines, passing Chad Henne. He also would pass Henne for the most touchdowns passing in a career, now at 99, heading into a potential senior year. Brady's senior year, we're starting the season in preseason number 3 in the nation, trailing still behind the Ohio State Buckeyes, the defending back-to-back-to-back Big Ten champion, and the Oregon Ducks, who took us down there in the Rose Bowl. So as we come into our final regular season game of Tom Brady's senior year, you see right now we're 11-0, we're number 2 in the nation, 8-0 in the conference, getting ready to take on Ohio State. The Buckeyes, they don't have CJ Stroud anymore. He has graduated, so they're led by Brown and Pryor. Right now, we look like we will be the favorite, potentially, to win this matchup and take it to the Big Ten championship for Brady's first time ever in his career. And coming into Brady's final regular season game with Michigan, you see the stats right now this season. 2,800 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, and only 1 lone interception. It's been a tremendous career for Brady, with a chance here to beat Ohio State for the first time ever in his collegiate career. But as we pick up here in the second quarter, it has been all Ohio State here in the Big House. It has not been a good start here for Brady and his squad, but looking to get the team on the scoreboard with an answer, there's a 11-yard reception by Tyler Morris. Picking up now second half after we got a rushing touchdown. It's now 17-7. Brady and Michigan trailing behind here, trying to get some sort of an answer. Looking downfield, we find a target. It's Baldwin for a conversion. Now 1st and goal. So a 1st down and goal, and Brady connects his first passing touchdown of the game to Darnell Tucker. Puts us within 3. Trailing by 3, the defense gets us the ball back with under a minute remaining here in the third. We find Baldwin for another huge catch, 18 yards and a conversion. So we would head to the fourth quarter, trailing Ohio State on the road, 17-14. So 1st and goal for Brady, looking to get us in the end zone. He finds Morris into the end zone, 4 yards out, and it will give Michigan our first lead since early in this matchup. Ohio State would march down the field, take back the lead. 2nd and 17 now. Our defense and offense needs a big play, and Loveland, the tight end up the side right there, picks up a huge gain for 1st down. But Brady would get on the sim, a touchdown to Morris, 16 yards out, gives us the lead here late. This would be the last chance and effort here for the Ohio State Buckeyes. 4th and 11. Wolverine defense doesn't get the stop. They convert and get down inside the 10. They'd hurry back to the line, 3rd down and goal. Our defense, Brady watching on. They allow a touchdown. Caleb Brown converts. So this is it. Our last hope and effort to try to win this one here. And walk-off fashion, Brady looking deep. He tries to connect, but nobody comes away. And for the 4th straight year, we fall in disappointment and defeat, our first loss on the season. But now we got to rebound, and we got to try to get ready for our first ever attempt at an Big Ten championship. We never took the big game here from the Buckeyes, but we get a chance to at least walk away as conference champs. So here we are for our first ever chance at a Big Ten championship with Tom Brady. We are number 7 in the nation after dropping our first game of the year, getting ready to take on number 8 Rutgers. So here we go, a huge 3rd down and goal, and Brady finding his man in the end zone. It's Amarion Walker, 9 yards out, and gives Michigan the lead. As we pick up here late in the first half, it's been really all Michigan. It's 14-0, and we're looking to add more to it as we find Walker for yet again another score. Now up 3 scores here on the Rutgers. And everybody's had criticisms of Brady throughout his re-college sim here. They said that he can't win the big games, that he's not clutch, this, that, and the other. But right here, showing you that he can win any of the big matchups. His first chance at a Big Ten championship, and he's making the most of it. And Michigan, Brady would go on to win this one 42-7. It was a no doubt win for the Wolverines. From the start, they knew that they were the better team when we lined up across from the Scarlet Knights, but it's going to be a massive win for Brady. Will it be enough, though, to jump up and potentially make it into a national championship for his senior year? That remains to be seen. But in terms of the career for Brady here in the Big Ten Conference, he had a tremendous career. He had lots of records here from Michigan, and he finishes it up with a Big Ten championship here in his senior year. But unfortunately, we would fall short to make it to a national championship in Tom Brady's senior year, but we have a chance at redemption, where we would see Brady in his final collegiate game ever before heading back to the draft in the NFL. He'd be taking on the Oregon Ducks, a number 5 team in the nation, the team that took the Rose Bowl from us last season. So this would be the end capper to the career for Tom Brady back in college in the current landscape. It's been a tremendous career, record-breaking for the Michigan Wolverine QB, but can he finish off with his 3rd bowl win and a redemption win here against the Oregon Ducks in the Rose Bowl? So here we are with the 1st and 10 on the opening drive here, and we're going to look deep, and we find our target, Baldwin, Lee Baldwin from 20, and it's a Michigan Wolverine touchdown, Brady's first of the game. Here we are, 2nd down and 10. Brady needing to convert, get a big play here. He throws over, and we find Baldwin somehow evading through the pick. He picks up 15. That would set up a 1st down and 10 here for Brady, looking to get to the target end zone. It's Clemson stopped short at the 1. And our running back could power that in. The defense gets us the ball back here with 2 minutes remaining, 2 timeouts, trailing by a touchdown. Brady needing to get a big play downfield. He looks, throws away. So a 1st and 10 across midfield now. And we have a wide open target on the sideline. It's Clemens. He gets a huge play, forced out of bounds, 35 yards inside the 10 for 1st and goal. That would set up a 2nd down and goal here for Brady. He would audible out to a zig route here, and on the middle, he finds his halfback. It's C.J. Stokes. He would tie this one up here with 42 seconds left. So picking up in the second half of overtime, we forced a field goal for the Oregon Duck offense. Now needing to get something here for the offense, we need to get a score. A touchdown wins this one, and Walker picks up 9. 2nd and 10 after picking up a 1st down right here with a big opportunity for the win, and it's hit to Walker to walk this game off here in the Rose Bowl, the redemption victory. We're able to come back and get this win against these Oregon Ducks, and Brady shows you the phenomenal pressure moments that he can make here, and only he can make. And we would finish out his career here with Michigan for the 2nd time. This time, he takes 3 New Year's 6 bowl wins. He has a Sugar Bowl. He had a Rose Bowl, and he also took home a Cotton Bowl his freshman year. He gets back the victory here against the Oregon Ducks. He finishes his senior year as a Big Ten champion and will go down in history as one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever lace him up here as a Michigan Wolverine, and one of the best quarterbacks in college football history. Tom Brady, record-breaking season, a tremendous 5-touchdown performance to lead us to a Rose Bowl victory. And in his 4-year tenure at Michigan, you see how Brady fared. He won the Cotton Bowl, the All-State Sugar Bowl, the Big Ten Championship, and the Rose Bowl in his final year. He never lost more than 2 years and a season. With a combined record there, you see a tremendous career for Brady here at Michigan. He would finish out his career as the all-time leading passing touchdown leader here at Michigan with 136 touchdowns, 37 in a season, which is a record, with over 14,000 passing yards. That is a school record, and with over 3,900 passing yards in a season, also breaking a school record here for the Michigan Wolverines. Here you see all of the complete numbers for Brady. He never took home a single trophy here except for the bowl wins and the Big Ten championship. But what a career sim here in the college football landscape for Tom Brady. This was a ton of fun, and comment below right now and let me know, what other NFL pro player would you like to see us do a complete college career resim for? Let me know. Y'all take it easy.